Our product can both exist in the cloud and also on-premise. With it, you can deliver edge computing to your end users and connect to your core backends. You can do this at the same time as you drive business process innovation as well as technology innovation. Our product, the Neptune DX platform, can connect cloud and on-prem seamlessly throughout the combination of its two modules, Planet 8 and Planet 9. Planet 8, our SAP dedicated module, caters for the entire SAP world. Planet 9 is the open edition, can be co-located with any other solution. The combination of both modules provides you an enterprise mobility, digital experience across multiple endpoints, as well as an API-based integration. So let's look at Planet 8. By itself, can be embedded into any SAP NetWeaver stack. It is certified product by SAP to run on NetWeaver Stack 701, HANA Database, and S4HANA. SAP integration. How is Neptune better? Our value for the SAP integration starts from the fact that our solution does not integrate with SAP. It runs inside your SAP business layer, where you can create ABAP-based microservices and expose them as REST APIs. You will be able to build your microservices on a ABAP object-oriented class that is powered by a Neptune interface. You can also automate your API creation directly on top of multiple SAP artifacts. Your APIs are able to be stateful and stateless. You'll be able then to update your SAP data in a trustworthy and reliable way. All of our APIs have automated Open API 2.0 and 3.0. On top of your SAP system, by using the Neptune DX platform Planet 8, you'll be able to deliver an advanced API discovery service for SAP. Your microservices that are ABAP-based and your automated REST APIs can be exposed and consumed by third parties within your landscape. You'll be able to build an automated API layer, ABAP microservices, and deliver it to the enterprise through your own discovery service. The Neptune DX platform for ABAP microservices is different from any other approach. To start with, your ABAP-based REST APIs that can expose directly your business layer of SAP, leveraging directly on all the investment that you have done on customization and extensibility of SAP. These microservices that can be stateful or stateless. You can generate multiple artifacts as a REST API in a no-code fashion. With the Neptune DX platform, you'll be able to use the best of SAP outside of SAP. Leverage on your investment, your business layer, your customization, your custom code, and use it as a service within the enterprise. The API factory is powered by Neptune software. The REST APIs can have an automated API generation from ABAP classes, function modules and BAPIs, as well as ALV reports, all of which have an automated not only API creation, but also an Open API 2.0 and 3.0. Let's look at an example. The API factory. So when business requires, as an example, an ALV report as a service, you will have to go to the ABAP developer. The ABAP developer will look into how can he code an ABAP class or function in order to be then configured and built by an integration developer that will then build the service and the Open API. How Neptune does it? You have two ways, the non-automated and the automated way. The non-automated starts exactly in the same way. The business will ask IT, in this case the ABAP developer, to build the service. And the ABAP developer will then code the ABAP class and also configure the service. Neptune will then automate the generation of the Open API. But the fully automated way is quite simple. The same requirement will be then handled directly by an automated REST API generation that will then connect to an Open API automated generation. In the end, you have a full serviced automated engine to generate APIs. Now let's talk about Planet 9. Planet 9 is the open edition. It can be co-located with all the other solutions that the enterprise has in place. If you think of the IT landscape, it is a combination of legacy systems, ERPs, databases, and also CRMs. This requires to have an integration tool. By adding Planet 9 module into his landscape and leveraging on the container technology for scale, you'll be able to host it on-premise and also on any of the hyperscalers. And therefore having an API-driven integration to all your landscape. How does this look on an example of a mixed landscape? You have SAP, Oracle, legacy systems, Microsoft, databases, the combination of which it's a mix of different protocols and technologies. The API Hub in the Neptune DX platform can handle all of that and then combine it using a process orchestration flow. Neptune is more than applications. It's also about flows and microservices. How can we do scalability? Think of a simple example. What's the difference in the lifecycle between building a microservice and consuming already existing API? Let's look at the lifecycle. On the left-hand side, you have the external REST API flow. Starts with the API designer that provides you out-of-the-box analytics and also Swagger Open API. Then you are able to secure your APIs using security protocols, and that's JSON Web Tokens, OAuth 2.0, bear tokens, certificates, etc. All of these services can be consumed as a service. For the microservice API lifecycle, the only overhead is the fact that you have to build the microservice. And here we give you the ability of building these microservices in a way that can take advantage of Node.js NPM modules, other microservices, APIs, and database connections, all of which can then be exposed as an operation of an API. This microservices-based API can then be also secured in any way you want, run analytics, and also deployed, as well as being consumed as a service. All of the microservices can be combined into a flow. On the right-hand side, you have your business landscape that is combined of a multiple type of products. You'll be able to leverage on a cluster of Planet 9 servers. These microservices for public exposure can then be used directly through an API gateway. Let's look at how does it look in terms of flows. What kind of flows can we have? To start with, you can have multiple types of patterns, starting with router pattern, controller pattern, and even orchestrator pattern. You're able to segregate your microservices and build a pattern layered approach to it. How does it look for the combination of Planet 8 and Planet 9? Planet 8 will sit inside your internal network, leveraging directly the API services from SAP, powered by Neptune. Planet 9 will sit on the DMZ and will handle the authentication towards SAP, as well as the validation through principal propagation. Planet 9 can also be your identity provider or connect to your preferred identity provider, such as SAML, LDAP, JSON Web Tokens, Azure AD, and OAuth 2.0. All of these resources can then be used inside your applications or as a service. Neptune is a platform that provides you more than integration. It provides you development tools for building applications in low code, a BPM flow tool with a no code, as well as a pro code approach with React and Vue-based applications and Node.js based microservices. The combination of these development tools with the core tools that include database, analytics, and DevOps, testing, and deployment give you the ability to scale to any case and for every process. In order to secure all your artifacts, applications, and APIs alike, you'll be able to leverage on our security and authentication layer. Our API management layer allows you to handle all the lifecycle of your APIs, all of which can then be used on the user experience layer, where you can provide mobility and desktop and progressive web applications for all your enterprise processes and resources.